Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It is your girl, Miss Honey, coming in with a Real Housewives of Potomac recap discussion. This will not take long, okay? I know I say that all the time, but I promise you it will not take long, okay? Y'all say hello to Myrtle. Y'all know she always lurking in the background. For those of you who can't stand Myrtle, as you can see, me and Myrtle ain't going nowhere. Okay, listen. So, let's talk about this episode. This season 4, episode 13, opening old wounds. It wasn't a lot while still kind of being impactful. We did get to see Karen and Ray and their kids. I think her son's name is Michael. Of course, we saw Raven last week attempting to hold a note in the studio with Macy Gray. Anyway, they having a family dinner, and it's really nice to see them all laughing and talking and bantering back and forth. Ray did a lot of talking, you know, some joking and stuff like that. I don't know if he felt more comfortable because Michael was there. He always kind of seemed like he caught like a deer in headlights when he sit down and talk with Karen. Like he's not quite sure where this conversation is going. But it was a nice moment. So that was pretty much Karen for the entire episode. Okay. I can't remember if she showed up at the gala. I don't know why I can't remember that. Maybe because Giselle kept up so much stink and fuss. Her and Katie. But we're going to talk about that. Then we'll talk about Monique. Monique's the other easy character this week. She is about to pop. I think she's probably 35 weeks on this. I don't know. It's supposed to be 40 weeks of gestation. She 35, 30. I don't know. But anyway, she plays a joke on Chris and you know, pretends that her water has broken. Chris ain't playing no games. Chris got 911 on the phone. He kept telling them kids, chill out, y'all, get it together, get your mind right. I said to myself, I'm glad she know her husband as well as she know her husband, because if he had been the kind of person that panicked under pressure, he would have been so embarrassed. But Chris was like, no, let me get my phone. Let me get 911 on the phone. Let me wrangle these kids together and figure out what this next step gonna be, because it is too early for this baby to be coming. He went right into that mode, you know, kind of reminded me a little bit of what's the chick name that's a doctor on Contessa on Married to Medicine, when her little baby started choking in the kitchen. She flipped that little baby over so fast and got that food out of there and sat her down and patted her butt and sent her on her way, baby. And you know, Chris flew into action much in the same way. Now, that was the last we saw of Monique physically, you know, and she just wanted Chris to know it was a joke. He ended up laughing. Everybody was laughing, like we was all relieved because it's really too early for the baby to come. But at the same time, she realized they need to be on ready. Like, she need to get her bag packed. They need to really have somebody staying there with them. So he had to take her all to the hospital. The kids got somebody that'll still be there with them, right? So, like I said, that's the last time we're going to physically see Monique. But we're going to see Monique in the confessional, and we're going to see Monique during these Bravo and the flashbacks that they like to do, right? So, we see Ashley. Ashley has a little bit of a conversation with Michael. They go to dinner, like a dinner date type thing, and he's glad to put everything behind them, and she's looking real hot. You know, he stay hot in the puss. Michael stay hot in the puss. And Ashley said something a couple of episodes ago. She said that his libido is always high. Like they do it 2 and 3 times a day. I was like, y'all do a good session 2 and 3 times a day. We done. Like, that's it. Like, was he even there? Like, I mean, what y'all? What do you mean? Y'all do it 2 and 3 times a day? Like full on sweating and your hair and the makeup, like full on, or is it just like a quick pan it to the side type situation? And you saying scroll through your Instagram, like what do you mean y'all do it 2 or 3 times a day? But we know that Michael does have a high libido because Michael stayed chasing after each and every little bitty thing he can get his hands on, especially if it's muscular with a penis. We know those are his favorite favorite little bunny rabbits to chase around is a muscular male with a penis, preferably on the melanated side. But we're gonna talk about that. Anyway, after that, she calls her aunt, and she talks to her aunt about, her dad. And, this is her dad's sister. Her dad's sister obviously loves and accepts her. I don't know who that dude was at the table when Ashley finally went down to Georgia. I can't remember if that was her uncle, his brother, or if that was her uncle. Okay, so but both of her father's siblings accepts her, and she's talking to her, realize she hasn't seen the aunt since 2006. Now she has made up in her mind that she want to go down there. Now she talked to Michael about it, and Michael was like, well, I don't think it's a good idea that you do that. I mean, he probably afraid of having somebody else to take care of, right? Especially after he's spent so much time taking care of her mama and her no good boyfriend. But I digress, right? So she talks to her. It's very heartwarming. She decides she's going to go down with her mom, and her husband Michael don't think she should go down with her mom. Let your mama go first. Let your mama go first in case it's something terrible happened to your mama, right? Like, yeah, there's no reason for y'all to band together. Anyway, so they go down. Of course, they're having conversations about it and just how they feel about it and all of that. The episode actually ended with Ashley trying to get up the nerve to go to her dad's door. Her mom was going, the sister was going. I don't know if the uncle was there. He might have been a driver. But they couldn't get Ashley out the car good. And finally, Ashley mama was like, girl, you got this. Let's do this. Put your big girl panties on. Let's roll. Like, you the whole reason we down here, right? And it kind of cut off before they went to the door. So I'm interested in seeing how that's going to play out. Y'all know we saw this on Real Housewives of Atlanta when Kenya went down to try to find her mama. It was heartbreaking. It was really, really heartbreaking. And since he done already blocked you on Facebook, and your uncle told you that your mama leaving your daddy, getting rid of your daddy, or your daddy leaving your mama, and your mama not chasing behind him, was the best thing that ever happened to Ashley, because her daddy had some real terrible demons, right? This is what the uncle say. Like, he wasn't no good for nobody back then. Well, why he blocking her now, though? Okay. So, anyway, Ashley also gets invited by Giselle to go out and see Giselle's new house. Now, her and Robin going out there. And this supposed to be Giselle's peace offering. Basically, they trying to reattach Ashley's head to the beast, to the green-eyed monster beast, right? She can't get too far from the green-eyed monster beast, right? So they, of course, walking through the house and kikiing and talking. They go out in the backyard and they get to laying waste, shedding all the tea, right? Ashley falls right into it. She wants to be accepted by everybody, and she lets Giselle schmooze her way on back through, and says that, tells a story about Candice and how everybody was talking about it. And Robin was like, well, I wouldn't say everybody was laughing about it, Evidently Candice told Ashley everybody was talking about it and everybody was laughing about it, and Robin was like, well, I don't know if we was necessarily laughing about it, we were just talking about it and discussing it, and it was concerned with you and things like that. And she brought up Monique in the text, and told the ladies, Ashley told the ladies that Monique showed her the text, pulled out the text and showed the nasty things that Candice was saying. She know for sure Candice was saying because she saw the text. Of course, this was an opportunity for Giselle to jump right into the situation and just rake Monique over the coals. Okay, we talked about this last week. It was not right what Monique did, but y'all already know that this is the show. Like, the show wants you to be salacious, which is why Giselle is the designated bone carrier for Real Housewives of Potomac. And ever since Charisse been gone, she been running a real muck around these Potomac streets, right? So but Giselle acted like it was so egregious. Mind you, they had just thrown Katie under the bus for things Katie said at one, Robin's get together and function, and then two, a little bit after the whole haunted house situation, right? So they told how Katie called her stupid. They told how Katie told a story about Jacob, her boyfriend, and some stuff that Michael said that was a little bit suspicious, right? They told all the tea, all of the tea, right? And then turned around and drug Monique for sharing. Didn't you just do that to Katie? Didn't you just do that to Katie and her wig? Like, really? Giselle, I just want somebody, anybody, to please pull Giselle's coattail. Somebody, please, 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 anybody. If there's anybody with any type of guts who want to send this show straight through the roof in terms of ratings, y'all will find somebody to come and challenge Giselle. Now that right there, that showdown will get your ratings up in the what? High billions. It's a ton of people out there that would like to see Giselle be taken down a peg or two. All I'm saying is, if y'all want this season to go down in history, y'all will find us somebody to get Giselle's edges together. Anyway, let me see. So afterwards, we find out that now let's talk about Candice real quick, and then we're gonna go around here to this gala that Katie and her wig threw. Candice done drug Chris out to look at a $2.5 million home. Now the house was originally $7 point something million. Like, what? Y'all, what? I didn't see it. Unless it's got some acreage in the back. I didn't see it. Not that it wasn't a beautiful home. It was an absolutely gorgeous home. I'm just saying, starting at 7, and it's been dropped down to 2.5. Now I do agree with Candice. It's been dropped down to 2.5 from 7. I don't know why y'all don't just go ahead and bring it on down to even 199, like 1 million. I didn't see it. Anyway, she make herself look dumb because Chris was not trying to co-sign on that home. He already knew it was going to be too much. But of course, this is what Candice does. She makes an attempt at replacing Dorothy pocketbook with Chris's wallet. Okay, yeah, she is married to Chris, and Dorothy is her mother, but Candice, God bless the child who got his own. God bless the child who got its own. Look, girl, if you gonna want your husband to buy a house like this, me personally, I will come to the table with at least $500,000, especially if you got all these businesses and you popping off like this. Like, I just don't understand. You thought this man was just gonna on the strength of you bringing him there, co-sign off on what easily is a $14,000 a month mortgage? No. Chris was like, I'm not trying to get in debt. I got children I don't even talk to. I don't know how much that's gonna cost me one day. No, he said, we're gonna stay where we are, and you're not gonna pressure me to move just because you want to get out from under your mama's thumb. Find a different way, find a better way. I was like, ooh, if you don't look like a child, if you don't look like the child that you are, Candice, in that conversation, I don't know what to tell you. Later on, we go down to the gala, right? Katie and her wig are having a gala. We don't know what the gala is about, and that's not even important. Nobody even mentions the gala, and that's not even important. Now, everybody down to the gala, I think, except for Karen and for, I'm trying to remember. I think Ashley wasn't there. Karen wasn't there. I don't think that Monique was there, because Monique, she just in them last stages, and she don't feel like getting dressed and putting shoes on and putting makeup on and all of that. She was like, no, I got to lay down. I got to keep it low and slow, right? So she didn't come either. Well, of course, Candice is there. Candice and Dot. I don't know Dot, love or function. She kind of seemed like a little bit like she being a hanger on her. I don't know why Candice didn't bring her husband, Chris. Maybe he was working. Maybe he just over it after her dragging him through these unattainable properties. Or if her mama just a hanger on her, like whenever she want to go somewhere, she got to take her mama. She got to get her mama camera time. I don't know. But Dorothy came in the door, seemed like she was a little lit when she came in the door. Like Giselle meet Dorothy and Candice at the in the drink area, and Dorothy is on one. She's throwing slick shade everywhere and following up with "I love you, Candice. I love you, Candice. I love you, Candice." Then when she get to meet Katie Mama ain't nothing but a Dorothy, except Katie Mama super duper proper. Like she proper, like steeped in old world whiteness proper. Okay? And I'm not saying proper language is white. All I'm saying is the way she was talking and the way she was carrying herself. If you close your eyes, you would have thought it was a white woman, right? Okay. Except for that tight bowl cut. That tapered cut, it was very, very tapered tight to that forehead. All right. She got to chit-chatting with Dot off to the side, and they both agreed their children are spoiled rotten and it's their fault. Meanwhile, Giselle is busy, not only getting in Candice and her mama and Dr. Ken business as it pertains to their therapy. Like, she has just been magically healed, child. Like, she has gone through therapy, she has mastered it, and now she can talk with others about therapy. Girl, no, Giselle, you still need therapy, and try to figure out why you hiding all your dog secrets. Your hush secrets, the one that Sharice mentioned 2-3 seasons ago. I want to hear a little bit more about that. That's what I want to hear about. Okay, so finally it comes out where Giselle tells Candice about what Ashley told her about what Monique said, and I'll give it to Candice. Candice was like, okay, that's not cool, but she said she gonna talk to Monique first to find out what's going on. At the same time, she was still lightly participating. In come Katie the wig, Jacob, her boyfriend, in the wardrobe. The line, the wig, in the wardrobe. And Giselle immediately wants to get his side of the story about what really. Now, Katie told us what you said about Michael and how he made you feel a certain type of way, but we want to hear your side of it. And so he goes through the whole shebang about how Michael was telling him, oh, I bet you if I call you, you answer. I bet if I call your phone, you'll answer it. He said it was weird. It was a little inappropriate. Meanwhile, I just could not focus on anything but Katie and that wig. What kind of spell do you have on these boys that they don't mind the fact that your wig is a whole separate personality? It's allowed to hang around. It's not even a part of your family legacy. Like, that wig, and why was it? I was like, is she going to the washateria? She going down to the supermercado? You going down to Wayfields? Why do you have that wig on? Now, you already got a wig on, but you got a nerve to be got it pulled back and pinned like a bad hair day? Ain't a wig supposed to cover a bad hair day? I don't get it. I mean, I really don't understand it. Now, y'all see, I got my hair loose, and look at Myrtle. Myrtle, get out of my business. But still, Katie in that wig, it's no excuse for Katie to be there in that wig. That wig looked like that. I couldn't understand it. I mean, the whole time everybody was talking about Monique. Monique threw you under the bus, and Monique drug you, and Monique talked about you, and all of that. Katie, co-signing, and she done told them that they done sold the restaurant. They don't have the restaurant no more. Like, she co-signing the whole kid and caboodle, all the stuff that Ashley has talked to her about when they running around half naked and showing pasty boobs and all that stuff. All that personal stuff Ashley has told her, she telling it. She telling it every chance she can get. Okay, just flat out don't care. Don't care. Meanwhile, Giselle putting it all together, everything that people are saying, little things here and there from the past and from the very near future, and she decides that Ashley got her hand full with Michael. Meanwhile, all I want to do is brush Katie's wig. Through the whole conversation, I just want to brush Katie's wig. Through the whole gala, I just want to brush Katie's wig. Somebody please brush that wig on Katie's head. I really hope that Katie's wig was not the keynote speaker for the night, because ain't nobody giving to that. That's all I got to say about this episode. I just want anybody to stand up to Giselle. That would be nice. I would just love for somebody to go ahead and make a demonstrative speech, a full-on dissertation about how they all, and Candice kind of said it, talk behind each other's back, dog each other's behind each other's back, and have their own opinion about each other. Okay, but she feels like she the only one being persecuted. That's called being the new girl. That's what that is. That's called being the new girl. And you know that dragging is what they do about people's business. Okay, because if it wasn't, Charissa would still be on here. Charissa had to get off this thing so she can make sure she get what she need in her settlement. Because messing around with these ladies, she wasn't going to get a dime from that man. Not after all her business had been strewn all across Bravo in the world. But that's my opinion, y'all. Y'all tell me what you think. That is this episode, opening old wounds and old wigs. That's all I got for you guys right now. And until next time, honeybees. Mwah, 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 mwah. I'll holla.